Nearly 130 hostages are still in Hamas captivity, and we're now learning more about the network of tunnels in Gaza. Joining us right now, an IDF paratrooper reservist, Shahar. He was called to the front lines on October 7th. He witnessed the war firsthand. Shahar, nice to have you here on Good Day New York.
Rosanna, Bianca, thank you for having me.
So what don't we know about what's going on in this war right now?
I think what you do know is just what people want you to know and not what we want you to know. I think people don't understand how much we do to help and to protect the civilian population in Gaza. People just don't understand. We share maps of Gaza, split into 2,000 zones, and tell them where it's safe and where it's dangerous. Not just them, the terrorists get it as well. We make phone calls and text messages to tens of thousands of numbers before we attack. We open this humanitarian corridor to evacuate people to safety, only so we can eliminate the threat of Hamas and bring the safety back to our streets, but also to theirs without hurting civilians.
You know, it's interesting because the press kind of focuses on the civilian casualty and how Gaza is decimated. We have protests here in New York City talking about, you know, the inhumanity that's going on by Israel. You've been talking at various homes and events about your experiences in Gaza and confronted by Palestinian protesters as well. What was that like for you?
It was so sad. You know, I used to live in New York City for a few years, and I wore this Israeli-American pin proudly. And now it's scary. Some of these people they don't care about the truth. They're violent. They just follow the trend of hating Israel without understanding what's really going on. And if they really support the Palestinians, they should move to the pro-Israel protests, because we're the ones that can help them not live under a terrorist regime. And I want you to know more than that. What I say, the events, you talked about the civilian casualties. Our morality and what we do to protect them gets us killed. If we didn't care about civilian population in Gaza, they'll be none. And we are the ones that, you know, trying to make sure that we minimize that. Obviously, there are civilian populations that get hurt. But what the numbers that you see that are shared by Hamas-ruled Minister of Health are not the numbers of civilian casualties, are the total number of casualties. And most of them are terrorists. But what do you think they don't wear uniform in Gaza when they fight us? They have uniform. We saw it on October 7th. I was there. We saw it when they released hostages. They don't wear uniform, so when we do get to them, they'll be counted as civilians. And they don't wear uniforms, so they can just blend within civilian population. And many of us died because we didn't shoot back at civilian population after terrorists came out of them and just shot us.
You said that you were there on October 7th. And we've talked about this a lot, but this is coming from someone who has been there, who has seen all the horrific things that you've seen. Take us back to that day, and I'm sure it's a day that probably changed your life.
It changed my life, and it feels like time has just stopped. You know, I can talk about this day for hours and cry my eyes out. What we saw, the atrocities that happened, the bodies on the ground, the blood everywhere, the women with their legs spread apart, blood coming out, you know, broken hips. It's something you can't unsee. The smell is something you can't unsmell. And, you know, the numbers are not something we can ever forget. But not just that, like seeing a house full of 22 babies, some burned, some beheaded, some tied together. These are not human beings. If they would have fought the IDF, some would have called it a legitimate fight. They went to kill as many civilians as they possibly could get to. And this is the most horrible atrocity in our days. And that's the reason we went into Gaza, to make sure this never happens again, to make sure that, you know, after the Holocaust, the Jewish people have a country, and we can ensure that this never happens again. This never again is now, but also to get our hostages back, which makes it so much more personal and complicated, because we value life and we need to get them back.
Interesting enough, though, when you look at Hamas's charter, when you say you don't want this to ever happen again, in their charter is so that this happens again and will continue to happen again. So tell us why, when people talk about a ceasefire, why that does not necessarily work.
I think we need to learn after October 7th, when they say they will do something, let's believe them. And if they say they'll do it again and again and again, let's believe them. So a ceasefire right now will basically means that Israel will cease fire and Hamas will regroup until they're ready to do it again and again. And they still have this tunnel system. They still have a massive terror infrastructure and lots of terrorists, thousands. And they're not going to stop. This is their radical jihadist ideology. to destroy the Jewish entity, and when they're done, to move to the rest of the world, the rest of the Western civilization. We're just the first line of defense. They say that, don't listen to me, listen to them. There will be a ceasefire if we're able to get our hostages back. And that's a price we're willing to pay because we value the life of each and every one of our people. And I hope there'll be an agreement to get it. But then we need to still finish the job and eliminate Hamas and bring the safety back to our streets and to theirs and ensure a future there. That's all we're asking for.
So I know you've had your injuries in fighting the war. Are you going back now to fight again?
I'm going back. You know, although I'm not 100% healthy right now.
Why not? What's going on with you?
I was hurt a few days after October 7th while fighting. But when I went to the hospital and the doctors told me that for me this war was over, I told them that I thanked them for the advice, but this is a war of a generation. I'm a grandson of Holocaust survivors. My dad fought in the Yom Kippur War. It's our turn to ensure the future of the Jewish nation. And when we go in there, when we risk our lives, when we sacrifice our lives, we do it proudly because we're protecting our people. I also want to tell you that when we go in there, we feel like we're not just the Israeli Defense Forces. After what I've experienced here and after what we see on social media, after what we hear from Hamas and what we see in their textbooks that they teach their kids, we feel like we're the Jewish Defense Forces. But again, we're also the first line of defense of the Western civilization, and this is what people need to understand. They're coming for you too. We're just the closest ones. We're in the Middle East. Think about what happens next if we don't stop them.
Shahar, thank you for coming on Good Day New York and sharing your experiences with us this morning.